Alright, so if you guys saw that last video, you're probably wondering what the heck is going on with this map and all the people and, most importantly, the game itself. This is a Minecraft. Um, well, this world kind of, I feel, is better than Minecraft for doing this, actually. As much as it's a free bootleg mobile game, it is pretty good for it. It's got its own perks, like the design. I can assure you, there will be plenty of action, like you saw toward the middle and end of the episode, but there will also be lots of like comedy, jokes, and stuff. And also, you might be thinking, man, that video was kind of bad. They cut stuff poorly, it seemed disorganized. We are new to this, especially the other two. I've done this for a little bit, but even then, I haven't worked with software like this. So I hope you guys don't mind too much that was a little bad. You'll have to forgive me for that. We are going to work and improve throughout this series, though, so stick with us. It'll get better. For one, I plan on trying to figure out a way to get better skins than what they got right now, because Sonic and the Dragon don't exactly look like Foxy and Bonnie, if you know what I mean. Um, Whatever the case, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. We had a lot of fun making it, actually, and sooner or later, I would like to make a bloopers reel. So, that would be fun, you know. Uh, in any case, I do think that I'll probably like make like an uncut version and a final version. So you'll get the final version first of what was like this. Uh, I'll make the cuts more smooth because I'll do better editing from now on. Now that I know the cuts were so bad, like you could clearly see me going like, all right, resume, because this app we use the Xbox app to speak, and it doesn't receive that in this app at the same time. But when I pause, they can hear me. So I would pause, explain what I had my character say. If it was important, they'd acknowledge it, then they would talk in response. And we did have a script, though very basic, and I'll probably advance from that. Like, the very beginning, I'm sure you could tell, felt a little mundane, and then it got a little more extreme and alive in the later half, because by then we weren't using the script. The script. The script. So for that reason, I probably actually won't even use the script in the future. I also just found out about that, so probably move that somewhere where it's less annoying in the future. Um, I will say my character having a broken leg, you might have noticed that. He's actually going to find out that he was lucky and that he only actually sprained his leg. So that's not a big deal. So don't go, oh, plot hole in future videos. It is canon. His leg was not broken. Hey, we missed a piece of grass. Um, it's canon. His leg wasn't broken. It was only sprained. Also, sorry if you had to see the inventory. I know it looks terrible. I didn't mean to show it on cam. I meant to pause first. Um, Also, you may have noticed cursing. This may be FNAF, but it's not meant for kids, so kiddies, stay away unless you are fine with hearing curses. Uh, they're going to be dropped as much as possible. We're going to try not to curse too much. But at the end of the day, we're just a bunch of like 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds having fun, making videos for fun, trying to get out there in the world. Because I actually want to make games, and stories are a great start when you want your game to tell a good story, you know? And that's exactly what I'm doing, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if this one wasn't quite as entertaining. I mean, at least you got to see around the map. I will say, at the very least, those are not going to be the only characters throughout the series. My character is actually going to buy the other animatronics later in the series. So there will be a Freddy and Chica. They'll look just as bad as Sonic and the Dragon, don't you worry. Uh, because, here, I'll show you a little secret here. This game being a mobile game, they don't have official skins. Like, I'm literally using a farmer for my character. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Um, they were largely using dragon and stuff because they were just using like fantasy and stuff. Uh, Meanwhile, eventually we'll probably get decent ones. This one's a bad example. It's just the first one I selected. There's nothing really noteworthy of this that we'd probably use. Say at some point we might use monsters. That's where the dragon came from. So, but we just tried to use stuff that would look like, okay, you can base off the colors what this is meant to be, right? Say, if we ever introduce a character like Molten Freddy or Ennard, we'll probably use this skin because it actually would work great for that. Didn't notice it till now, frankly. Then there's animals. It's whack. You'd think, oh, just go to animals. You get what you need. There ain't nothing for what we need. There's no bear. There's no chicken. There's no bunny. The only thing there is a fox. And the fox don't look like a foxy fox, if you hadn't noticed. Plus, all these skins are weirdly surreal. Also, let me prove what kind of game this is to you real quick, so that you have a further understanding of why we can't have good skins. These are the names of their heroes. We have Magnetic and Dr. Villain. Oh, and Rock. Don't forget Rock. You get the idea. Oh yeah, it was never brought up. Little detail for those of you who decided to watch this late. My character's name is Trevor Lansky. Also, I got to convince my friend to do it because he's kind of camera shy. He's not really willing to talk. If I can get him to, there will actually be another night guard with my character during the night. As for questions, I haven't really gotten any questions directly, but I'm sure these will be widely thought questions whenever people see this. So this will be a brief Q&A of some of those. So, in terms of what was going on at the night, it's actually, during the day, they're pretty much just their robotic selves. They have learning AI, however. At night, it is the souls of the dead children within them, because it is canon that children are still dead in this story. So, they take over, and they're very aggressive, especially to my character being a night guard. If you know the FNAF story, you know why. So, they were trying to kill him out of rage, not even understanding who he was. You'll see that change as the story goes on. Eventually, at night, it'll just be they're even more humane. They'll sort of understand. Also, I forgot to mention it, but this place has been shut down for over 2 years. My character got here. He was the person who first opened it. There were cakes on the table. Wonder what that means. I'm sure you noticed a couple things as well, like the weird bobbing as I went over here. That's because auto jump is by default on this game, and there's no way to change it. It's really annoying. The lights are glowstone, if you were wondering. This is just using a pretty good pack. Like, these are all singular blocks. Once you see it, you can't unsee it with the pattern. I won't mention what it is. If you saw it, you saw it, but even though it's not that bad, really. We have a singular bathroom. To be fair, this place is in the middle of the woods. They don't really need much. And I didn't really go into it very much, but the kitchen is actually this over here. And this is the security office. Now you might think, oh, why does it have to be so dark over here for no reason? Well, it was kind of meant as like, they make it as dark as possible up here without making it so that chefs and stuff would drop stuff. So as to scare off small children because they weren't supposed to be up here. The place is not open, so don't be like, oh, it's against health codes and stuff for this place to be open. It's not open. My character just bought it because it was closed down. He is going to be, through the episodes, kind of repairing it, fixing it up, working on the animatronics, making them less violent and free-willed on their language. I will mention, not all episodes will be super heavy, though. There will be some filler episodes. Even those episodes, though, won't be worthless, so don't just skip over them. A lot of them will have at least subtle details in the background that'll tell you stuff about the main story, or they'll have character development showing how the characters are changing. A lot of the so-called filler stories will actually be where you see the biggest things of the characters going from trying to just kill my character all the time to seeing him as a good friend. My character the same. He won't want to literally pull a gun out on them and rip them apart with bullets, just shooting them over and over. Because that's what he meant about, I'm going to rip you apart. He was literally going to blast them away with like a machine gun or something. He's going to be where he doesn't want to do that later on. They'll see each other as friends. He'll work on fixing them. Stuff about that in the next episode. I'll probably have it start with my character fixing at least one of them. We can't actually crouch, by the way, if you were wondering why I never crouched. It does literally nothing. Yeah, it's pretty much worthless. But yeah, that's probably about it. So, hope you enjoyed the quick recap. Sorry if it was longer than expected. Sorry if you hated the video. Don't really care.